share the video to my WhatsApp students. Welcome back. Welcome back. I hope that we are okay. How are we, guys? How are we? How are we? Good morning. Good morning, guys. How are we? Lucky, how are you? How are you, Lucky? I hope that you're okay. All right. So this morning, so to all those, all right, that's perfect. So Lucky, how far with article writing? How far with article writing? How far? Because I've seen when I was marking the work, it's like, let me say, many of you got 15 and above. Yeah, it was a great thing. Yeah, speaking of a feature article and also later to the editor, when I was marking, I saw that most of you got 15 and above. How was it, Lucky? So to all those who are under, let me say, my WhatsApp group, those who are part and parcel of the beneficial English WhatsApp group, we are done with article writing. We were looking at article writing. We did feature type of article writing. We also did letter to the editor. So we did these types of articles. So altogether we did about, if I'm not mistaken, we did about 12 questions. We did about 12 questions. So uh, 5 for letter to the editor, 6 for the feature type of an article. So don't forget, we said that when we talk about feature type of article, it's just a normal type of a composition whereby you just have to go directly writing your title. Then after just your title, then you just go directly exposing or rather writing what the question is simply demanding. So a feature type of article just requires a title. Then you will just go directly defining or rather explaining a little bit what the same article is all about. And we ended up saying that, okay, you're writing the first line of the first paragraph must grab the marker's attention. At least your title must grab the marker's attention in such a way that the way you'll be writing, it must be so interesting, all right? When you are reading or when someone else will be reading, at least he or she must be interested to even read further, okay? So that's what we said. So the title plays a very important role, and your title must be relatable to the question. So if the question is like write an article on the dangers of drug abuse, so your title, you can end up writing it to be dangers of drug abuse, or if you want, you can try to rephrase it, but you must not, let me say, run away from the actual question. Others, they can end up even saying, um, they can even end up, let me say, rephrasing it, saying demerits of drug abuse. Others, they can even end up writing it or rather writing it in another way, but not running away from the actual question. Or if you want to even try to make it a little bit let me say, um, funny, but but make sure, even though you try to make it a little bit funny or rather interesting, but make sure you must not run away from the actual question. Then the first line plays a very important role. You can either start by defining. You can also start in a formal way by taking advantage of the word this or the following or the purpose. Then afterwards, the main body, you just have to give your points directly, provided with the help of the conjunction words, like to start with, firstly, secondly, whereby you'll be given the points. Take note, we said, when you give a, let me, so you can give 2 points in a single paragraph, or if you want, you can just give one single point in one paragraph. What did we say? When you're about to give a point, all right, let me say you want to give a single point in one paragraph. What did we say? You can say, let me say, to start with, then you say um, it influences youths to be doing bad things, full stop. Let me say that that's your point. So when you use a conjunction word, like for example, the same firstly, once you give a point, once you write the same point, you put a full stop, then now you explain, or rather you add at least something related to the same word point. You must not just write the point, then now you end from there. No. Once you just write the point, at least put a full stop, then now add some spices, or rather explain a little bit more over what the same, let me say, point it's all about. That's what we discussed. Then now, there are those whereby you will be like, okay, since I am about to expose my first point, I will start by, let me say, targeting 2 points in a single paragraph at once. We said what? Take note. If you want to bring out, or if you want to give 2 points in a single paragraph at once, what did we say? We said that you can take advantage of using the word and, or as well as. You can simply connect 2 points at once, but by what? By taking advantage of the word and, which is a coordinating conjunction word. What are then afterwards, after combining these 2 points, take note, you combine the points which are relatable. You have been given these points, all right? The points, they are, let me say, 10. Then now, let me say, if point number 1 and point number 6, they are simply talking about the same thing, you can simply get this point 1 and point number 2, then you join them using the word and. Then now, you simply explain, or rather you add a little bit of some spices on the same what, related or similar what points. Let me say here, let me say there's a point here which says, let me say, um let me say here, we have a point which says brings poverty, and also here we have a point which says people cannot, so people cannot afford to buy, so people cannot afford to buy things. You have seen? If you check here, we have point number 1, which says brings poverty. Then also here we have this point, which says people cannot afford to buy things. If you check, these 2 points are similar. They are simply talking about what? One major key thing. Because if there is poverty, this simply means that people cannot what? Afford to buy things or groceries or any other related what? Things. So what you're going to do, since you have observed saying that, okay, this point and also this point are the same, you can simply take advantage of using the word and. You can simply connect them, okay? So now here, once you combine these 2 points, once you get this point, you say and this point, you put a full stop. Then now what you're going to do, you are going to explain a little bit. Now you are going to add up, all right, what these 2 points are all about. All right, take note that the compositions, or rather the writings in English, they can be factual, which means they can be true, or they can be fiction, or not true or imaginary. That's what it is. It doesn't mean that the compositions that we do write under report or article writings are true. No, they can fall under here. They can be fiction, which means we are just imagining them. They are not true. You must not write true things here. No. Even there are those whereby who end up even um ah, others, they even become scared. They'll be like, I have to write this. What happened on that day? No. Okay. These are just these writings are fiction. All right. Okay. You can just imagine them. All right. They are not true. Just come up with a situation. That's what it is. Okay. You must not, let me say, let me say, what word can I try to put? Okay. You must not punish yourself, all right, in terms of writing, let me say, true things, okay? You watched news, or rather there's a newspaper which you read. Now you're trying to recall what you read. No, okay? Just make your composition to be, let me say, as if just you are imagining, all right? Just come up with a situation, then now start adding up those what? Those key points. That's what it is in this case, all right? Do not punish yourself, all right? So that's what is very much important in this case. Okay, sorry guys, how are we? I've seen that many people have joined. How are we? Sorry for not greeting you. I hope that you're perfectly fine, and good morning, by the way. All right. So that's what it is here, guys. So how was article writing? If I may ask, how far with article writing, guys? Both feature and letter to the editor. How far, guys? How was it? So to all those who are under my WhatsApp group, so are the ones, let me say, who benefited concerning the part of these, let me say, articles. So if you're under my WhatsApp tuition, how far with article writing? So I have already read, okay, when it comes to Lucky, okay, all right, I have read concerning the part of Lucky, okay, sounds good. How far with article writing, guys? So to all those who are under my WhatsApp tuitions, take note that as for tonight, we will be, actually you will be for a test, okay? Exactly around 20 hours. So a test will just contain two questions, one for a feature article, and the other one, it will be under the same letter to the editor. So there will be a test exactly 20 hours ending up to 21 hours. So the test will start exactly at 20 hours ending at let me say 21 hours. So it's 1 hour. So in 1 hour you have to write what? Two compositions. So that's what it is. So here, what are we going to do next? So after just the same article writing, we are going now to do letter writing. We will do letter writing. So those who are under my WhatsApp tuitions, okay, take note. After just the test, tonight we are going just to start letter writing. What we know what an informal is, formal is, okay, semi-formal, some of the examples of the same formal application, okay, complaint, all these. So that next month we will start English revisions. So this month we're finishing the syllabus of English this month, all right. So if you want to be part and parcel of the beneficial English group, you can simply WhatsApp me on 0777 so 37 44 44. So if you want to join the beneficial English WhatsApp group, you can simply WhatsApp me on this same line so that at least you join. Take note, we pay. So this month, if you are joining for this month, okay, so this month you just pay 100 kwacha, but next month prices, they will change. So English now, it will be 150 kwacha, and this price, it will be what? Constant. That's what it is. It won't change. It will be forever 150 kwacha. That's what you have to know. So if you want to join now, you pay 100 kwacha, but the next month you will pay is 150 kwacha, and this will be constant, it won't change. All right, so thank you very much. Now, in this lesson now, we will focus mainly now concerning the part of grammar. Okay, take note, English paper 2 now, English paper 2. So we will talk about what? We will talk about grammar. So to all those who are under my WhatsApp tuitions, we are in paper 1, English paper 1, but concerning the part of this morning thingy, we will be doing English paper 2, just for revision. All right, since this month, we'll be saying goodbye to the English syllabus. So now guys, when we talk about grammar, we have to know that English paper 2 contains 2 sections. We call section, or rather let me say part 1, part 2, and part 3. All right, so part 1, it involves the same grammar, if not grammar, vocabulary, then also speaking of the likes of a clause passage. Now guys, I do understand. Let me try to break these things down. So guys, what is grammar? You have to know that when we talk about grammar, we can simply define grammar to be a what? So grammar is simply a system. So grammar is a system. So grammar is a system of rules. All right. So grammar is a system of rules. Okay. That what? That guides or that controls. That's what you have to know. So a system of rules that controls. So a system of rules that controls how so controls how language is what is spoken and written. Okay, that's what grammar is all about. So grammar, guys, is a system of rules that controls how language is spoken and written. All right, so what are we going to do here in case? Let me try to break it down. Since here we are saying that, okay, grammar is a system, right, of rules. The key word here, we have rules that controls, all right, how language is spoken and written. Now, what are we going to do in this case? Take note, when we talk about grammar, we simply talk about what? About the rules. We talk about the rules. So now, things that are involved in grammar. So things involved, you have to know that the following things are involved when we talk about the same what? Grammar. Speaking of the likes of punctuations, speaking of the likes of what? Punctuations, you have to know that punctuations are also rules, all right? Because punctuations, they do help in order to come up with what? With a perfect spoken language or a perfect, let me say, written what? Sentence or language or sentence or paragraph, all right? So things involved. So number 1, punctuations. Take note, when we talk about punctuations, okay, these are simply signs or symbols that are used in what? In sentences. So now, speaking of the likes of what? Of a comma, a full stop, an exclamation mark, a question mark, all these to mention a few, all right? So these are also rules. So when we talk about grammar, don't forget, punctuations are part of grammar. In order for your spoken English or written English to be perfect or to be correct, punctuations, they do play a very important role, guys. All right? So, under the same rules, punctuations are involved because these punctuations, they will do what? They will control, they are going to control you. Okay? They will control how the language must be what? Written or spoken. That's what it is. So we have a comma, we have a full stop, we have an exclamation mark, we have a question mark to mention a few, including even quotation marks to mention a few. All right. So take note that these punctuations are simply signs or symbols that are used in what? In spoken or written English. Even though, let me say, you are speaking, all right? We do even put some commas and some full stops, even some question marks in our what? In our spoken English, all right? So even these, they are rules, okay? Because they do play a very important role, okay? Because here, let me say, I am done. You have seen? I am done. You have seen? Now take note. Because if you just write, I am done, okay, this kind of writing is not correct, is not what? Perfect. Yes, the words here may appear to be correct. Take note here, we have I, we have we have done. These words are far much correct, but we must obey the what? The rules. So in order for us to make this sentence to be correct, to be perfect, which means I am done. We have to put what? A rule, or we have to put a sign, or we have to put a symbol at last. So I am done. We have to put a comma. We have to put a full stop at last to show that, okay, this sentence we are handling, it's a complete sentence. All right? That's what it is in this case. So take note here, I am done. This sentence is what we call a complete sentence. Why do we call it as a complete sentence? Because it makes sense on its own. Upon just writing this word, it will make sense on its own. Let me say, when I came. I hope you can see the difference here. I am done. This sentence makes sense on its own. Yes, the person is done. All right? So I am done. So now here, when I came. When I came. All right? So here, this sentence is a dependent sentence. Okay? It does not make sense on its own. It needs another pair of words, or it needs another word in order for it to do what? To make sense. Okay? So when I came. Yes. So when you came, what happened? Okay, so when you came, what truly happened? So when I came, we put a comma. Why do we put a comma? Because we are about to mention the thing that happened when this same person what came. All right. So when I came, comma. Why am I putting a comma? Because here, take note, they are under what? The rules. So when I came, comma, I will say it. Take note after a comma. Okay, we are just doing a continuation here. It's not a new sentence here. We say it it started it started raining. You have seen? So when I came, comma, it started raining. So when I came, comma, it started raining. So that's what it is in this case. You have seen? So take note, we have a full stop here, we have a comma, we have a full stop there. So if you check, these are what you call punctuations. Take note, they are rules that controls how language is written or what spoken. So this sentence, we are going to confirm that, okay, it's very much correct because of what? It contains some rules, or it contains some what? Some symbols that makes it to be what? To be correct. So here, what are we going to do? The other key thing. So speaking of, since we have known that, okay, when we talk about grammar, we simply talk about the rules that are involved in order for our language to be what? To be correct. So now here, apart from the punctuations, you have to know that also when it comes to the subject verb agreement, when it comes to the subject verb agreement, that's what you have to know. When you talk about the subject verb what? Agreement, when you talk about the subject verb agreement. So it is very, very important that you will know this part also. So so the other rule, it is the subject verb what? Agreement. So the first rule, it is are under punctuations. So punctuations are one of the rules. Then apart from punctuations, we have the what? The subject verb agreement. So that's what it is. So here, when we talk about the subject verb agreement, we are simply, or rather, we are mainly talking about what? About the matching of the subject and the verb. we are simply talking about the matching of the subject and the verb. That's what we're talking about here in this case. All right, so take note, we said what? That a subject in this case means what? It means a person. It means a person performing an action. Then now here, a verb is simply an action word. So what are we going to do here exactly? You have to know that since here we are talking about what? A subject. A subject in English simply means a person performing an action. The person performing an action. Let me say here a subject. I say Mary. You have seen here Mary. It's a name. All right. So here Mary will be performing what? An action. So Mary. Then now here the verb. Okay. So verb is simply an action word. All right, or a doing word. So here Mary runs. You have seen. So here Mary runs. So running requires the body to perform a certain action. Okay, you will not be what? Still. You will be performing a certain what? Action. You will be what? You will be running. All right. You will be performing a certain action. Your body will not be still. All right. You will be performing a certain what? Duty or action. So here, this is what you call the subject verb agreement. It simply means that the verb that the subject must match the verb. Okay, so these key things must be what? Must be followed each other, or they must follow each other. So here the subject and the verb what agreement plays a very important role. So is one of the what? Of the rules. Okay, it's one of the what? Of the rules under the same what? Grammar. You have to know. So we say Mary runs. Okay, so here, if you check here, we have the subject, then afterwards we have the what? The verb. That's what it is. When we say the subject verb agreement, which means the subject starts first, then the verb follows. So the subject matches the verb. All right. So here, then apart from this, the other key things which they do involve under the same rules. So we have the punctuations under rules. We have the subject verb agreement under what? The same rules. Because once we apply these rules, they will guide or they will control how our language must be spoken or written. So here, aside from this, we also have the other key thing which plays a very important role. Now here, we also have what we call parts of speech. We also have what? Parts of what? Speech. We also have parts of what? Of speech. So now here, when you talk about parts of speech, we have to know something here. So now here, parts of speech in simpler terms, I can simply say, let me say these are different words in a sentence. So the words that are used in a sentence, so different words that are used in a sentence, we best refer to them as what? The parts of speech. So different words used in a sentence are what we call parts of speech. So speaking of the likes of a noun, it's a part of speech used in a sentence. So we have the same verb. Okay, we have what you call the same conjunction, interconjunction. All these are parts of what? Of the speech. So we have a noun, which is a naming word, an action word, conjunctions, coordinators in this case, whereby we will be joining two what? Two sentences using a word. All right. So a noun, a verb, adverb, adjective, pronouns, prepositions, all these are some of examples of what? Of speeches. All right. Parts of what? Speeches. They do play a very important role here. You have to put that into consideration or in mind. So here, guys. Now, when it comes to grammar, mainly, I will indicate this. So I will write a noun, a verb, a conjunction, and also I will give this other key thing, which is a preposition. So these are very much important when it comes to grammar, because most of the questions under grammar, they fall under here. Okay, noun, verb, conjunction, and also preposition, most of them. Okay, and also the last one, let me not forget adjective. Okay, adjectives. they are very much important as well. So speaking of a noun, a verb, a conjunction, preposition, and adjectives. So these, they do play a very important role when it comes to grammar, because most of the questions, they fall under the same, these major five. They are very much important here. So what we're going to do here exactly, so we have the punctuations falls under the rules. We have the subject verb agreement falls under the rules. We have the parts of speech falls under the what? The same rules. Then now, aside from this, you have to know also something here. Now, since here we have said a noun, you have to know that there is also another type of noun which is very much important here, and it is very much deadly when it comes to grammar. So under the same nouns, we have what you call the collective. They are what you call what? The collective what? The collective nouns. They are what you call what? The collective what? Nouns. Okay. So collective nouns are also part of the same grammar. They are very much important. They do play a very important what? Role. So when we talk about the collective nouns, we simply talk about those nouns whereby they do represent a group of things. Okay, so these nouns, the collective nouns, they do represent what? A group of what? These nouns, they do represent a group of what? A group of things. All right, so take note that the collective nouns, they do represent a group of what? A group of things. Now, a group of things in this case, they can be people, a group of people, can be a group of animals, all right? So this is what it is. So a group of things, in this case, things, they can be referred to as what? It can be people, so a group of people. Then aside from the same people, group of what? Animals, so group of animals, so group of animals. You have seen, to mention a few. So collective nouns, they do play a very vital role also when it comes to the same what? Grammar. You have to know that collective nouns, these are simply nouns which do represent a group of what? Related things. It can be group of people, group of animals. So these also, they do play a very what? Important what? Role here when it comes to the same what? Grammar. Then the other key thing, in order for you to get the grammar questions correct, you have to be familiar when it comes to tenses. Take note, we do have three, if I'm not mistaken, three types of tenses: the past tense, the present tense, and the future tenses. All right, so you have to know these also. They do play a very important role. Speaking of the present, all right, speaking of the present, speaking of the past, speaking of the future, okay, these, they do play a very important role also when it comes to grammar. So if you have let me say, knowledge when it comes to knowing these, at least you will be good to go. Take note, grammar carries 10 good marks. Take note, these questions, they do fall under structure. Take note, under structure, we do have two questions. Take note that rewrites are part and parcel of the structure. So rewrites, they do carry 10 marks, and also this grammar carries 10 good marks. So each and every year, okay, you will meet one question. The first paper of each and every English language, you can meet, if not, okay, you can meet grammar. If not grammar, you can meet the same, let me say, a close passage. If not a close passage, you can meet the same prepositions. Prepositions meaning what? You will be provided, or you will be given what? You will be given 4 words or 4 options, then you will just choose what? One. Okay, then aside from this, also phrasal verbs are very much important. You have to know them. Those, they are synonyms and antonyms. They do play a very important role. So to all those who are under my WhatsApp tuitions, you will be guided very, very much heavily, so that we escort you to get a 1. So now here, take note, we have said that grammar is simply a system of rules that controls how language is spoken and written. So things that are involved, or the rules, they are punctuations, the subject-verb agreement, we have the tenses, okay, the parts of speech, and also the collective what? Nouns. So the questions under grammar, they will come on these. Okay, they fall under these, which I've just what? Written. All right. So this is what it is here. So now here, guys, since we have known that, okay, when you talk about grammar, we're simply talking about what? The rules that are used in order for our language to be perfect or to be written correctly. So these rules, they do involve these following things. Now, let us look at different examples. Let us look at different what? Examples. Now here, guys, you have to know. Let me even add up this one. So we have said punctuations, we have said subject-verb agreement, we have said parts of speech, we have said collective nouns, we have said tenses. Then now, the other thing, let me even add up, let me say word meaning, okay? Word meaning, whereby you will be given a word in the sentence which will be what? Which will be underlined, and they will be expecting you to do what? To come up with a word that means the same or nearly the same to the underlined word. We also have the word meaning in this case. All right, we have the word meaning, whereby they'll end up giving an underlined word in the sentence. Then now they're simply expecting you to come up with what? With a meaning. Take note, no options given. Okay, so the word meaning under the same grammar, no options will be given, and they will be asking you to come up with a what? With a meaning. No answers will be given. Okay, but under the synonyms, under those big words, you will be given the what? The options. But under the grammar, okay, so under grammar, you have to know that no options will be given. So if your grammar comes under the word meaning, take note, no options will be given unto you. No options. Okay, so to make it way too simpler, we can simply say that grammar questions, they come in three ways. So grammar questions, they do come in what? In three ways. You have to know that since here grammar is simply a system of rules that controls our language to sound perfect or to be correct. So grammar here, it can come in the form of what? Word meaning. That's what you have to know. That grammar question can come in the form of what? Word meaning, whereby in a sentence you will be given a word that will be what? Underlined, and they're simply expecting you to give an answer or to write an answer which means the same or nearly the same to the underlined what? Word, provided that no option will be given. So word meaning, then aside from the same word meaning, we also have the prepositions. So grammar also can come in form of what? Prepositions, provided that okay, you will be given the words like to, under, into, but they will be a little bit tricky. Then also aside from this, we also have these phrasal verbs. So questions under the same grammar, they can fall under this same category. So here you are going to meet questions about 20. Okay. So grammar questions or preposition questions, they are about 20. Take note, each and every question carries or costs half mark. That's what you have to know. So this simply means they can, let me say, but concerning the part of the word meaning, they will come 20. Then each question carries half mark. Okay, but if they come under, let me say, prepositions, they can try to mix. Okay, they can even end up bringing some questions involving phrasal verbs, some questions involving even prepositions. All right, so now let me show you a sample on how we can target these questions. So now here, let me show you a sample, guys. So take note that grammar is simply represents or means the rules that must be applied or used in order for our language can be spoken or written English to sound perfect or to be correct. That's what it is. So grammar questions, so the rules mainly involved, we have to have an idea when it comes to collective nouns, punctuations, tenses. These, they do play a very important role. We also said that grammar questions fall in three words, can come under the word meaning, provided that no option will be given. Then also they can fall under prepositions or phrasal verbs. So here, now let us give, let us see some, let me say, exam grammar what? So exam grammar what? Questions. So exam grammar questions. Okay, so we have exam grammar questions. So, all right. I am seeing market at last. I don't know the name, sorry. Okay, Shiloh. Yeah, Shiloh. How are you, Shiloh? All right. So that's what it is in this case. I hope that's what it is. So that's what it is in this case. So these questions, let me try to come up with two questions so that at least we have an idea of what the same question is all about. So exam grammar questions. So here we have number one. So under grammar, so the questions part one of English paper 2 may come in this way. Okay, let me give this example. Say it is high time. So it is high time you, so it is high time you sell your old car. So it is high time you sell your old car. It is high time you sell your old car. Now in this case, the word being underlined in this case, we do have the word sell. Okay, then now here, they will end up writing the word answer like this. You have seen? Then now the other example, let me give about 3 so that we identify them. You see how they come. Take note, once they come under the word meaning, no option will be provided to you. So no options here that will be provided unto you. So here, then the other example, okay, they can also come in this way, whereby, say, Matthews, comma, together with, so Matthews together with 3 athletes or athletes, all right, comma, have left for Kenya. So have left, so have left for Kenya. So the underlined word in this case, we do have the word have. So Matthews dash together with 3 athletes, comma, have left for Kenya. All right. Then number 3, we have the following here. And also we have the following things. The other one, let me say, a pig. So a pig and its kid. So a pig and its kid were stolen last night. So a pig and its kid were stolen last night. So a pig and its kid were stolen last night. All right. even add up to 4 just, so that we identify these, we see. So here, like this. So Jane parked. So Jane parked her car adjacent to the head teachers, what? Office. Like this. So here, who can try the first one? Who can try the first one? It is high time you sell your old car. It is high time you sell your old car. So take note that type 1 now, this question, it involved now the issues of knowing the tense, knowing the tenses. All right. So this now, for you to answer this question, you must have knowledge when it comes to knowing the tenses and also how to know the verb. Okay. So at least you must have an idea when it comes to knowing the tenses and also the verb. So here, that's what it is. Then now, what of this? So, okay, you can give me the answer here, guys. I am just exposing where these questions are coming from. So Matthews, together with 3 athletes, have left for Kenya. Take note, actually, this is also a rewrite. All right, so this also mainly involves the verb. You must have an idea when it comes to the usage of what? Of verbs and also the subject. So here, this one, it involves the subject verb agreement. This one, it also involves the subject verb what? Agreement. So this one, it involves tenses and also verbs. This one, subject and the verb agreement. Then a pig and its kid were stolen last night. Okay. This one, it involves, let me say, a little bit of a collective, but here they just want the name. We're not talking about a group of things. All right. So here they just want you to expose, or rather to name the correct word, which will refer to a baby pig. All right. So this, they can also fall under the same nouns. So Jane parked, then now this one is under the same just ordinary what? Spellings. All right. So who can try number 1, guys? Let me try to wrap this. Number 1. Yes. Mind you, come up with a word which is what? Similar, or which is the same, which means the same as what? A cell. So here, look for a word which will do what? Will replace the word what? Sell. It is high time you sell your old car. Yes. So which word will replace the word here, sell? All right. So Lucky is saying sword. Okay. Who else? So it is high time you sell your old car. And don't forget, guys, this is a rewrite also. It falls under unreal past. Take note that the word, it is high time, it also means what? It means it's time. So Albert also said, okay, sword, that's correct. Okay, perfect, guys. All right, that's perfect, guys. So Emmanuel also has a reading saying, okay, number 1 is sword. Take note, guys, these are simply transformations involving unreal past. involving, take note that the word it is high time simply means it's time. This simply means that the verb in this actual sense must be in past tense. So here, that's what it means. So it is high time the correct word here, take note, you have to write on the underlined word. So here we're going to say sword like this. Okay. So here, take note, it is high time simply means it's time. Then here we have the subject. After the subject here must be what? Past tense. It's more like you say, it's high time you thought. It is high time you thought, not it is high time you think. All right. So when using it is high time, you have to use the what? The past tense what? Verb. That's what it is. That's perfect, guys. Congrats. Now we move. Number 2. Matthews together with 3 authorities, we have. Let us look for a word which will replace the word have here. So Matthews, comma, together with 3 authorities, dash, have left for Kenya. Which word will replace the word here, have? Others, Albert, Emmanuel, Lucky. And others. What's the correct answer for number 2? Matthews together with 3 authorities or athletes dash have left for Kenya. Okay, that's wrong. You can try again. Lucky, it's wrong. Try again. Others. Let us try, guys. Let us try. All right. So Albert saying hard. Aside from Albert, others. So Emmanuel also saying hard. All right. That's perfect and correct. So take note. What did we say? These are rewrites involving what? As well as, together with, in collaboration with, these rewrites, okay? What did we say? We said that here we have Matthews, we have together with 3 others, comma, then we have, then left for Kenya. So what are you going to do in this case? You have to know that here in this case, the first subject is what? It's singular. We say that the singular subject, it's going to affect the what? It will go together with the what? With the singular verb. If we are mentioning about one person here, this simply means including here. No wonder here we have a comma. So Matthew's comma together with what, comma, which means since here it's one, including here the verb must be one. That's what it means. So here it must be one because have here simply means many. So take note, here we have Matthews, which means one. So after Matthews, comma, together with the 3 authorities, comma, have. It's wrong. Take note, here we have Matthews 1, and also here we must have 1. So the subject and the verb, they must be the same. They must balance. They must also provide something which is what? Single. Hope something has been grasped there. Hope we do remember these types of rewrites, guys. Rewrites involving as well as, together with, in collaboration with, along with, all these rewrites. Albert and others. I hope we still remember, guys, when we were doing actually it was rewrite number 2, if I'm not mistaken, when we were doing about the types of rewrites. Albert and Emmanuel, we do we remember, guys, the time we were looking at these kinds of rewrites? Take note, and also rewrites, they do come under grammar and prepositions. You have to know that rewrites also, they come under the same grammar or prepositions. You have to know, okay? You have to know, guys. You have to know, okay? I've seen your answers. I'm waiting for 2 more to comment their answers. I am waiting for 2 more to comment their answers. I'm waiting for two more to comment their answers. Two more to comment the answers. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, so Emmanuel, your answer is wrong. Albert, wrong. The answer here, it is not hard. Try again. Matthews, together with three athletes, comma, have left for Kenya. The answer here is not hard. Okay, Lucky, correct, has. The correct answer here, it is the word has. Guys, let us know. We said what? Are changes to what? To is. You have to know that are changes to what is. Are is plural. Then singular is what is. So is one, then many are. Okay, including where. Okay, here. Okay, so where are the singular of this? It's is. Okay, so here if we had are, would have said it is. Meaning what? The given subject at first, it's singular. Then now, apart from this, here we have what? Have. Have means many, all right, or plural. So the singular of this, it is the word has. That's what it is. Okay, that's what it is. That's what it is. So take note here, guys. Don't forget. So Matthew's comma together with the three others. We cannot say have or had. No, because that's past perfect. Okay. So Matthew's comma together with three authorities comma has. All right. Take note. As is plural, then the singular of the word have, it has. That's what it is. So here, that's what it is. Now, we move to number 3. A pig and its kid were stolen last night. A pig and its kid were stolen last night. A pig and its kid were stolen last night. A pig and its kid were stolen last night. So a pig and its kid were stolen last night. So a kid, a pig, and its kid. So now, a baby pig is called what? A baby pig. We call it as what? A baby pig. We call it as what? Okay, correct. It's called a piglet. So a baby pig, what we call a piglet. All right. The number 4, Jane parked her car adjacent to the head teacher's office. Nearer to the head teacher's what office? So Jane parked her car adjacent to the head teacher's what office. So we have the underlined word here, which is what? Parked. What is what is wrong with this kind of parked? If the word is underlined, which simply means it's way too wrong, we have to replace it. Okay? Okay. What's the correct answer here? What's the correct word which must replace the word parked? Actually, you have to know. We do have another park. Okay, parked. So we can simply group these to be homophones. All right, it's parked, the one with an R. Yeah. So here, take note, this kind of park, okay, so this kind of parked simply means what? This simply means parking, okay? So this kind of parked simply means parking things. Take note that this kind of parked simply means parking things in a box. So simply means parking things in a box. So parked simply means parking things in a box, or it can be in a container, okay, the one with a C, okay? It involves packing things. It can be in a box, in a container, or even in a bag. Okay, I am packing. This simply means that you are packing things in a box, or it can be a container, or just a bag. That's what it is in this actual sense. All right, but here we have a car, okay? We have a car. So the one which involves parking with a car, it's the one with an R. So here, Jane parked. So Jane parked. So Jane parked her car. All right, Tara sent it to the head teacher's what? Office. That's what it means. So the one with an R is the correct answer here in this case. So the correct answer here is the one with an R like this, parked. That's the correct answer in this case. Make sure that you write neatly. So make sure that it's visible enough. Okay? Packed like this. This is how you are supposed to write it. It is already what? Underlined. So that's what it is here, guys. I hope that we have gotten one or two things. I hope that we have gotten one or two things. So last one. So number, let me say number 5. Simply say my brother helped. So my brother helped me. So my brother helped me to put off the fire. To put off the fire. So my brother helped me to put off the fire. So my brother helped me to put off the fire. So the underlined word in this case is the word off. So we have the underlined word in this case. Take note now, this one, it involves what? A phrasal verb. Yeah, put out, like those, even take in, take out, take up. These, they do involve now phrasal verbs. So my brother helped me to put off the fire. My brother helped me to put off the fire. The underlined word here, it's off. So which means it's wrong in this case. Which word? The number 6. So the goat barked. So the goat barked when it saw a snake. So the goat barked when it saw a snake. The number 7. A flock. So a flock of hooves attacked them. So a flock of wolves attacked them. So a flock of wolves attacked them. A flock of wolves attacked them. A flock of wolves attacked them. a flock of hooves attacked them, right? So a flock of hooves attacked them. The underlined word here is flock. Take note, they do involve now collective what? Collective nouns. And all those who are under my word substitutions, I will give you all the collective nouns. I'm going to give you, and also the other data which I've not mentioned here, I'm going to give you in the group. So the other data which I haven't mentioned here, I will give you in the group. Yes, guys. Number 5, my brother helped me to put off the fire. Number 6, the goat barked when it saw a snake. Number 7, a flock of wolves attacked them, involving collective nouns. Actually, they can also refer to onomatopoeic words. Onomatopoeic words. All right. So Emmanuel. All right. Others, I've seen your answer. All right. So my brother helped me to put off the fire. My brother helped me to put off the fire. So my brother helped me to put off the what? The fire. So what are we going to do in this case? The word here off, it's wrong, which means to put off here in this case simply means to delay. All right. So to put off simply means to delay, or it also means to postpone. Okay. Like they've postponed something here. All right. So to put off simply means what? To delay. All right. So now here, my brother helped me to put, to delay the fire, to postpone the fire. No. Okay. So here the correct word here is the word out. Okay, out, which means to extinguish or to put or to release something. So here, the goat barked. Take note, the goat does not bark. The one which barked, okay, the one which barks is the dog, all right? But concerning the part of the goat, so this now, we're talking about what? So this kind now of sentence, it involves what? It involves onomatopoeic word. Okay, so this is what you call an onomatopoeic word, is what you call an onomatopoeic word. Onomatopoeic word. It involves now whereby we will be asked to write exactly, all right, to write exactly, let me say, the sounds, or rather to write exactly the sound of different animals, all right, sounds of different animals which they which do make. All right. So here, these are onomatopoeic word. So those who are under my word substitutions, you will know more. So the goat barked when it saw a snake. So the goat barked when it saw a snake. A snake. So take note here, the goat does not bark. It what? Correct. Here it's bleated. So the sound, it's bleated. Take note, it's not brr, but it's blee with an A, or not brr. Okay. So if you write brie with an R here, it will be marked wrong. So now here, a flock of wolves, which means a group, these are collective nouns. Now, particularly in this case, not of people, but of animals. So a flock of wolves attacked them. A flock of wolves attacked them. A flock of wolves attacked them. So it simply means a group of wolves attacked them. This is what it means. A group of wolves is called what? A group of wolves. Yeah, correct. Take note. What of a frog? A frog means what? A frog, it's a group of what? A frog, it's a group of what? You must know that also this one, a flock, represents a group of what? Of birds. Okay? A group of birds. You have to know that it represents a what? A flock. Okay? It's a group of birds. Okay? That's what you have to know also in this case here. So here, a dash of wolves attacked them. Okay? A dash of wolves attacked them. That's what you have to know here. Of wolves. You have to know a group, it's what we refer to it as a what? As a pack. It's a pack. Including a group of what? Of dogs also, it's called a pack. Also, a group of dogs, we refer to it as a pack also. Okay? So here, a group of wolves is best referred to as a what? As a pack. Yes, that's what you have to know. Yes, blessings also, yeah, for that one. Yeah. All right, so thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. I hope that this session has been beneficial and has been so productive to you. I hope that I've helped one or two. Otherwise, thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. So, guys, okay, perfect. Now, guys, I have a question here. Which other subject, do you want me to include in the morning, let me say, live session? Apart from English, apart from the same English, what other subject should I include in the morning live session? Apart from English, mention another subject I should include in the morning. So apart from the same English, what other subject should I include in the morning? Only two? Mention other two subjects I should include in the morning. All right. Okay, so the comments with, let me say, the subject with many comments wins. Okay, so the subject with many comments wins in this case. So now here, I have seen someone is commenting science. Okay, someone is commenting pure physics. Pure physics. Okay, so someone is commenting Ardma. So the comment with many comment sections. So the subject with many comment section wins. No, Lucky, you just have to vote once. You just have to vote once. You must not vote twice, all right? So here I've seen science, I have seen pure physics, I have seen Ardma. All right. Okay, that's perfect, guys. So, Alice, are you sitting for science? Blessings, are you sitting for science? Are you sitting for GCE or internal? So to all those who are saying science, pure physics, and others, are you sitting for GCE or internal? How many are sitting for GCE and internal here? How many are sitting for GCE and internal? Okay. Okay, Alice has a reading saying GCE. How many subjects? How many subjects are you sitting for? Is it only science or together with English? Mhm. Mhm. All right. Okay, so Emmanuel is also saying biology. All right. Noted. Okay, perfect. So now here I have this thing. Okay, I have this thing. Okay, now guys, let us do this. Let us do this. Let us do this. What we are going to do is this. Is that all right? Perfect. Perfect blessings. So here, what you're going to do is this. Okay. So the one who will invite. Okay. So the one who will invite, let me say, um, let me say 10, who will invite 10, okay, to stick to this YouTube channel, who will invite 10 to stick to this YouTube channel, and these, they must be very much active when it comes to the morning session. So here the condition is like this. You have to invite 10 people. You have to invite 10 people to do what? To subscribe to this YouTube channel. You have to invite 10 people to subscribe to this YouTube channel. So now here, what we will do, make sure that these people whom you have subscribed, you should write their names, all right? Write their names, okay? Write their names. Then once you write their names, don't forget to just capture the same paper which has their names and send it to my WhatsApp group, okay? Okay, okay, I've seen. Don't worry. So now here, the rule is like this, okay? If you want me to include these other subjects, if you want to, I will be giving you time, guys, to teach you about science, pure physics, including algebra, all right? But what should you do? Invite 10 people, okay? If you invite 10 people, to subscribe to this YouTube channel, once they have subscribed, make sure you write their what? You write their names. Okay, you write their names. So invite 10 people to subscribe to this YouTube channel, then write their names. All right, write their names. You should write their names. Then after writing their names, don't forget to capture the names, then send to my line 0777 0777 37 44 44. Listen, I will repeat. Invite 10 people. Invite 10 people to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Then once you do so, capture the work, okay? Okay, so capture their names, okay? You write their names in a book, all right? Then you capture. Then you send those names to my WhatsApp line, which is 0777 37 44 44. I will add you to the what? I will add you to a group of science. I will add you to the group of biology. I will add you to the group of ADMA. Beneficial, guys. Isn't it beneficial, guys? Invite 10 people. Invite 10 people to do what? To subscribe to this YouTube channel. Once they're done, make sure you write their names in a book. You just capture then now you send to my what? To my WhatsApp line, this one. Then once I see, I'm going to add you to a group. If you want a group of English, if you want a group of science, including a group of what? Accounts. Even to all those who are doing accounts, if you do as wise, I will add you. I will add you. All right? Have we gotten the concept, guys? Invite 10 people. Invite 10 people to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Once you do so, make sure that you write their names down. You simply capture it. Then what you're going to do? You send it. You send the same paper to the WhatsApp line. Then I will add you to the group of your choice. That's what it is. Yes, as simple as it is. Simple. If you want a group of English, I'm going to add you. Take note, you will learn for 2 weeks free. Okay, you will learn for 2 weeks for free. That's what it is. I will teach you for 2 weeks freely without you paying anything. That's what it is. So you will be in the group and you will learn for 2 weeks free. So you can drop any topic which you feel like, okay, you want me to teach. Okay. Yes. Yes, blessings. So invite 10 people to subscribe. Then once you're done, make sure that you do as wise, okay? That's what it is. All right, so thank you very much. I hope that this has been so beneficial. Otherwise, my name is Mulekwa Bright, or you can simply call me Bright Mulekwa Tutor. Thank you very much, guys.